Attention, new arrivals. You have had time to explore and become familiar with Sakhal, to enjoy its welcoming air and surroundings. Those before you did just the same. You now have a choice. Embrace your strengths and the strengths of others, and use them to adapt to the coming calamity or fall. The call was not for your comforts, but for preparation. Be vigilant, and make peace with what you find, and ask yourself, are you unworthy?
Loose in. Oh, there he is.
That's important.
Sorry I slept too long. I didn't feel like talking.
It's all right, but now we got something to deal with. I hope you're ready for that. Because it's happening one way or another. No, Asher. You heard of him, right? I spoke about him a little bit.
The guy who had something to do with Bastion.
Yeah, he's here on the island. Set up a home on the far side. Go for sanctuary. He says Leon Castle brought him here. Says he wants you set up a trader or something. Thing is, I've heard a lot about this guy, hearsay from both sides. His own opinion, his own word, but this is what I think about him right now. A lot of uncertainty. I don't know what's true or false. But one thing for sure is he's involved in a lot of chaos here on the island. I don't necessarily want him here, but I still need to hear him out because Castle, he would have had a good reason to bring him here. Maybe something happened, maybe something changed. There's even something I don't know, so I gotta ask him questions. I need you guys here to help me listen, hear things. I don't like it, but most likely leave him, I think. He said he would if I don't want him here. I hope that's true. What do you think about this?
I don't like it either. The known killer is amongst us. I don't like that.
I'm gonna ask you something important. I need you. I want you to be our sheriff here. A New Hope. We need that now. We can't wait for it.
Well, I mean, it would be an honor, but I'm no different to Asher. I told you what I told you the other day.
No, you're different. It is different. Nothing's black and white. Your circumstances and his are different.
I'll think about it.
That counts for something that matters. I have a hard call to make today. You're coming back here, said in about an hour. That's what I told him. Come back then.
Tried reaching
We'll
out to
talk.
Leon. See what he says.
I did over the radio. He's no reply. I don't know if he's listening right now. I wish Pike was around. Miles and Ishmael. That would help.
Yeah, it would.
Let's go see if Pike is at his house. Come on. Come on, Castle. Pike! Pike, are you home? Pike!
It's open.
Pike! not home. Might be wandering somewhere around. Let's go back to town then.
John, about Asher. You know, this island's big enough for a lot of people, and you don't actually own this whole island. Now, I don't want him here as much as anybody, but we can't exactly throw him off the island.
If it comes to our people being in danger, exactly what I've done with this. If it threatens everything that we were. But you're right. If we can let live, he can try and loosely follow our rules, our laws here. Because one of the things about this island is you don't need uninvited guests here. You don't need death to be brought here. Thing is, outsiders won't see a difference if war comes here. They say, New Hope is on this island, Asher is on this island. Say he causes a problem. They come looking for him, they might think we're allies, friends, something. These are all little things I'm considering. I don't know his position right now. He wants sanctuary. That leads me to believe he's being hunted by someone.
Well, these are questions we can ask him when we talk to him.
Exactly. You're right. Good thinking. You know, I had a feeling something like this would happen at some points. Not
It's
Asher
only a matter of
himself,
time.
but
It's
somebody
only a
would
matter of
come
time.
here. We'll handle it like I said we would. You never know who will pop up here, one way or another. Curious minds exploring, looking for a safe place, or those who know about the place who should. I'll make the right call. I guess I promise you that. I just hope there's no funny business. I hope he doesn't try to pull the wool over our heads. I don't know what his intentions are, but I have a feeling they're not good.
Say, when we get enough gasoline, we gotta go to that island and get some ammunition. Maybe even better guns, too. Just in case.
We do. In fact, I need to get hold of Ren because she owes me my gas container back. We're all but stuck here now until she comes with it. Or if I can get hold of Ivan could bring me one. Maybe even Dwight.
If Ash is here, there's more people. You know what they say about more people together. And I know it's
what's
something you
that?
don't want around here. And it's the Watchers.
God damn it. When we're here, on the island, we don't talk about them. We don't. I know who they are, but we don't talk about them here.
What do you want me to call them?
Just don't bring them up here. Not here. Not with people coming here to get away from that. I know my worries and my fears. We're not playing their game, and we're not thinking about them while we're here. They don't exist for us. We ignore them. I made that clear. That's a rule. When we're on the island, we don't talk about them. Off the island, I don't give two shits. It might be important to our scavenging to know what's going on, but here, we don't think about it. We save our breath.
Okay, whatever you say, John.
I know you don't like it, but it is what it is. It's how it's gonna be. Another reason why I want him gone, too. Because I know that. I know what problems he brings. I'm aware.
What if one of them shows up on the island? And I call to you. What do you want me to call them? A seer? A looker? Fucking... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's my fault. I had bad. I didn't sleep too well last night, okay?
I know tensions are high from the other day. I understand that. Just... Okay, we gotta talk about it, right? Pull me aside, and we talk privately in my house, or your house. Not around Pike, not around Ishmael Miles, or Leon, not Leon, you know what I'm talking about, the kid over there. They don't want to be a part of it. And as leaders here, and I see you as a leader here too, gotta make sure our people are coming.
Two people coming from behind you.
It's Asher. He's here.
Hey.
Come on by the
we
fire.
Came back.
Who do we all have here?
Name's Sam.
Willow.
I'm Krieg, you might remember me.
I think we met briefly. Krieg, Willow, and you say Sin?
Yeah, sand. No, like black sand we're standing on here.
Oh, Sam.
Okay.
How you doing, Sam? We met briefly
Atticus.
once.
I recognize that voice. Yeah, I remember you.
How you doing?
I've been doing good, brother. Trying to
That's good.
stay warm and stay safe. As always.
Well, I have one important question first, Asher. What did Castle tell you about this place, and why did he bring you here? I trust in Leon, he's a good guy, but I did tell him, and the people I did tell about New Hope is that I need to know people first before I give my blessing for folks to come live here, because it's a fragile thing we got going.
Well, I mean, how much do you want me to go into detail?
Much. All helps. Information is key these days.
Even talking about what is?
We kind of know why people want to come here, right? Escape the madness and the infection.
Yeah, that's exactly why. It's got bad. It's got really bad over there. Almost everyone's playing the game and everyone's trying to manipulate one another. There's only maybe a small handful that are still doing the right thing. We lost our group, and there's a lot. I mean, like I said, how much do you want me to go into detail? Because I know talking about the mainland and what goes on there is, I was told, you know, by
Just told you a
and-
little bit. We don't talk about a certain thing here. That's true. But in this occasion, it's important for transparency. But
This is why we seek sanctuary, is because the game is quite apparent on who's playing and who's not. I wanted to do what the island wanted to do. Whether the island wanted to, you know, play the game, whether we didn't want to play the game, I made it clear that I wanted to make sure whatever we did next was together. right? And I made that pretty clear. And I also made it clear that if the people,
It's fine. They're not really listening in. They try to avoid these kind of conversations for the most part.
I'm whispering, just to let you know. So essentially, this whole thing, it was really odd, because they didn't want it to be a popularity contest, right? As soon as we walked into this warehouse, about a dozen or so individuals, I made it clear that if you were gonna vote, if you were gonna, if you were gonna do what the island wanted, if we were gonna do this together, and we were gonna do these trials to figure out what the hell was going on, like, people needed to know that there was a good chance someone might die if they stepped into that box. And I was one of the individuals who brought that to the table. And so there's about a dozen or so individuals that volunteered to, including myself, to essentially, debate amongst ourselves who would be going in there. Yeah, so I was, as I was saying, so yeah, there we were, right? We're all in a circle, about a dozen or so.
Sounded pretty
of us.
far off.
And, everyone's like explaining to each other, we're trying to give a little bit of backstory of who we are, but then it became pretty apparent, like, people aren't just explaining about themselves, like who they are, they're trying to sell themselves. It became pretty clear who's trying to do that, because as soon as everyone had introduced themselves, it became the next course of action, destroying one another's credibility. And that's exactly what happened. I'm guilty of it, because the individual I had stated, the one that I was suspicious of, I said, hey, this individual shouldn't do this, and someone else agreed.
I
I've
let
also
them hammer
seen
the nails in.
Hey guys,
And,
you need to be a little quiet back, please. Thank you.
And so, it came back to me, and it was Gavin Bishop, right? I don't know if you've heard about Bishop, but Bishop essentially was a bit controversial because he'd been known in the past to, he had been grabbed by Podius Cross for leaving up, notes, saying he would do with, whatever it's needed from the Watchers to, get back home, get off the island. And essentially, Bishop and Gav, they were like, yeah, this guy abandoned, like, multiple communities, like, he fucking associates with cannibals. Like, I was like, what the? Like, call me irrational. Like, I was like, yeah, I see what's going on here. I'm voting myself out, It became pretty clear what was going on. So I stepped out, and this is where Cree you can take back over.
Oh, yeah, when they did that, they thought I was going to step out too, or whatever, but I knew better. At this point, Gav decided that he was going to start pitching himself really hard, and he tried to say that he's been chosen by them. He says they've been talking to him since he got to the island, and they've been visiting him so many times, and that he knows a lot more than everybody else does. He really needed to be one of the people to go in. Without question, like, I tried to stop everybody, and I said, this is kind of weird to be trying to vote somebody in that thinks they're chosen. Like, didn't Nora think she might have been something special and she joined them? Like, this is not how we should be voting. And then everybody voted him in anyways. So as soon as that happened, Dr. Gideon, which, like, I trust Dr. Gideon, I don't know why he did it, but he tried to do the same thing, and everybody voted him in too, so I don't know.
How have you been, Atticus?
Up and down. How about yourself?
Trying to keep people sane back in town, whenever we still lived out there, and everybody seemed to really want to get along, smashing their heads together for ideas, and instead of the ideas building up, they was just fucking seeming like they were talking to brick walls, all of them.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
that Chris situation, as Asher mentioned before, I was around the area, and my first interaction with him, I think that first impressions mean a lot, and that well manners can go a long way. Whenever Chris came up to me, he's a rotten mouth bastard, but
Yep.
I didn't think he.
There's a lot of them out there.
He'd go around. Yeah, and I said, I was like, well, brother, if you want to just step into my store here and take a seat. I can get you a drink, but you ain't gonna come in here and insult me as soon as you walk in. And then I didn't see anything building up from there. After Asher exiled him, I wasn't too surprised. I mean, I wasn't keen on living with somebody like that too long ago.
The thing is, Sid, we gotta learn to trust one another. And we gotta build relations. You really think that... How long have we been out here now? My memory's gone blank. You know...
For me, about a month.
Yeah, about a month. I'd say a month, right? We've all been out here a month. You expect people to trust one another after a month? Ain't gonna happen. You know, this place here, we get as many people here as we can. We rescue people that don't want to deal with the madness back on the mainland. We get them here. We live together. We build together. We sit, we eat, and we drink together. We build a community. We get to know one another. And then after a while, we can learn to trust one another. We know who's in our walls. Back on the mainland, people just inviting anybody in. Stupid.
Yep, there's one of them now.
But back over there, I thought they said they were done.
Some people can't stop working.
Atticus, if you wouldn't mind, I need a word with you.
For sure.
So you know what's going on.
I'll be back soon, gentlemen.
Alright.
I have to see right here. They're our guests right now until I make a final call. You already know this. And we'll get a hold of Ren, bring her here, and see how they do. But until then, I've committed Asher to a task. Tomorrow morning, I'm bringing him out to one of the farmhouses out there. He's going to farm the land. He's going to think about his past, his present, and his future. What his actions mean to him, the choices he's made. I think if he's able to do that, that could lift something off his shoulders. Bring me more assurance that if I do ever make a choice to let him stay here, it could work out. And I told him if it doesn't work out for whatever reason, I'll just kick him off my...
How many more do you need?
I don't think it's that many. Maybe.
That's what I told him.
Couple more logs.
What do you think about that?
You say you do whatever you gotta do, John, to make our dream come true. Our hope.
I want to ponder my deepest thoughts for about 5 minutes.
I will say this, though. I don't trust anybody. I have a hard time dealing with trust, issues. But I talked to them there for a little while. They don't seem too bad. Don't mean I trust them. But like I said before, we can't just say, get the fuck off our island. We don't own this place. They got more. They're packing more than any of us put together. And with their past, the bullets might go flying, and I don't want to be killed.
Yeah, I know. It's good to be careful, and it is good to be hard on trust sometimes, but it is a double-edged sword that can cut you back. But in this case, I don't think you're wrong. I'm lending just a small amount of trust to see how they behave on this island. In fact, it's almost like I'm looking for an excuse to tell them to go away. Asher gave me his word that he would if I didn't want him here and his boys. That could just be him saying that, but I made him an offer that he took up that I'm surprised he did. It gives me some faith that he's going to go out there for a couple of days, live on his own on the farm and tend to the land there. I'll visit him once a day to see how he's doing and what he's thought about going in the future.
Okay. Another thing is that you look at it on the other side. I mean, if they're telling the truth and they mean what they mean, I mean, like you said, everybody deserves a second chance. Maybe they do want to change. And maybe they'll be helpful, you know, they could help out and do things for us. And like you said before, it's all about saving people, right? Maybe they just need saving.
Maybe that's what we're doing, in a way. Just being careful of that.
Yeah.
We do need more people here, and if they do turn out to be better folks and turn around, they could help keep this place safe even. I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket and just hoping for that. Gotta have the right people. I'm gonna get hold of Bastion at some point. Castle. May have to get hold of Ivan if you get some gas here. Because right now we're kind of all stuck here together, if you like it or not, right?
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Well, we got a lot of stuff to do here back at home anyways. I suppose we can always just build a couple things that we need building. And we can head out another day and get Ren on the radio and make sure she brings that gas over that she owes us.
Yeah, I agree. I'll call him a little later, but I think we got some building to do here, right?
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Oh, so they want to help.
Hey, John. I'm gonna go on the radio and try and signal, see if there's anyone out there.
You got it. There's a woman out there. She's Irish. She has been here for 48 hours. She might need some saving. But she is smart and careful to trust. But if you can, get to know her on the radio. She might be the next person we save.
Sure.
Hello, can you read me over? Who do I have here?
Dwight, it's Atticus. You all right?
Oh, Atticus, fuck, man, it's so good to hear your voice.
Yeah, likewise. You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm just traveling with some folks at the moment. I've been trying to raise Bastion on the radio all day.
Yeah,
Maybe
same.
Get over there and get some talking done, but I haven't been able to make contact. I'm heading over there on foot right now with some people. Do some trading.
Listen, if they're around, can you talk to them for me? Because we've been trying to get a hold of them all day, too.
What do you need? Maybe I can
Well,
help.
our boat's out of gas, and Rand promised that she was going to bring some to us, and she ain't got round to it yet. I hope she's okay.
Fuck. All right. Look,
You know, there's people
I need
out there that
more
need our help,
defense.
so
Atticus, listen to me. Bad things are coming. I need
I
more
heard.
money, fellas.
I heard
I'm gonna
about
say
it.
it over the radio, but depending on who's home at Bastion, I might come by, drop off stuff if it's possible. I mean, look, you have my word. I'm gonna try to sort that out for you. All right, but things I gotta tell you, not over the radio. But John need to know what's happening.
Shit.
All right.
Well, you saying that's making me think right now. So we got some visitors here.
Is it safe to say who they are?
They ain't around right now. They're talking to John. There's 4 of them.
I think I have an idea on who it is.
And what you're saying isn't connected to them, right? Please tell me it isn't.
Not over the radio. I'm
Shit.
gonna say it, it's gonna be in person.
Okay.
I hope it isn't.
All right. Well, see what you can do. Go ahead, and we'll speak soon.
Hold on a sec, Atticus. 1 second. Alright, you got your watch on you? I was gonna say in 20 minutes on the dot, I'll do a check-in on this channel. 20 minutes. Starting
20
from now,
minutes.
alright?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Stay safe, Dwight.
Stay safe and tell John to stay safe as well and everyone there. Alright. I'll talk to you in
will.
20.
Okay. John,
What's going on?
I just had Dwight on the radio.
What's going on?
He said something big is gonna happen. And I said, who does it involve? Because we have visitors. 4 of them. And he said he doesn't want to say it over the radio. But it could be something to do with them. I ain't sure. He's gonna maybe come over here with some gas.
Get him over here. I mean, we can't come to... Can't... And I know it's... Them showing up could be a coincidence, but coincidence like that is dangerous to think about. So
I know,
has
but it's just fucking
going on.
a little crazy. Fuck. He didn't want to say it over the radio who it's about, but it involves somebody. So let's wait. He's gonna call me back.
That you talked about. Right. Tell him that we need him to come here. He needs to bring Ren, and if you can tell Castle, let him know that we have a meeting we want to have.
It's perfect because he's on his way to Bastion right now.
All right. That's good.
I'll be at my house.